Previously on...
Did shit get real all of a sudden? Cause damn! I was starting to wonder where the hell Kira was taking me, After following her through random side roads and dark alleys, for what must have been at least half an hour. Yo, you didn't even ask her during this half hour of the walk, what? Anyway, it was this couple with the signpost we had passed 4 times previously. That led me to the conclusion that we were going around in circles. Okay, now, since we're out here mindlessly, why the fuck not find them or actually score the floor for it? Why not, right? I mean, fuck. Might as well. Oh no, you don't have to. Girl, we've been walking around aimlessly for 30 fucking minutes. Why the fuck not, right? Fuck. So, why is it like dark all of a sudden and sad? What happened to the happy sunshine? What happened to the happy sunshine and smile and Seriously, what the fuck happened? Kira had been acting weird all day. She was usually so cheerful and full of life, But today she almost seemed absent. What happened? She had been looking out the window and fiddling with her pen all lesson, which is why it came as no surprise when she got up and walked out towards the end. I tried to ignore this and concentrate on what the teacher was saying. What? No! Poseidon's greatest temple reside in Atlantis.
So, when Atlantis was destroyed, Poseidon left this planet and...
What was on Kira's mind? What was making her unhappy? Could she, have family problems? Maybe I was just projecting. Then again, I couldn't recall her either mentioning her family before. It seemed like a waste of time sitting there contemplating what was running through her mind. Instead of just asking her, As Kira had done a few minutes before, I left the room without a word. I had a feeling I knew where Kira would be. Whoa! I found Kira sat on the collection of large, dark, uneven rocks which were located at the end of the peninsula, beneath the school. Girl, you're in a dangerous place, girl. And I feel like the storm is coming too, girl. Anyway, they were only accessible at the very limited period each day and weren't easy to reach. But your reward was privacy and a chance to escape the school above, which was out of view due to the rocky area being a little indented into the land. I found Kira sitting there, watching the sea massage everything around her. Small amounts of spray occasionally spitting over her feet. The skies was gray and it looked like a storm would be coming, but it wasn't too cold yet. She briefly looked up and smiled at me. Hey! Acknowledging my presence as I sat on the rock next to her. I rolled up the bottom of my trouser to prevent them from, getting wet. Pull my pants or my legs towards me. Rest my head on my folded arms and watch the struggling water with her. Even though nothing had been resolved, my head quickly cleared with sitting there. After a few minutes, Kira softly said, I didn't know you had a tattoo. I like it.
I have a tattoo? What? What's wrong, Kira?
It's a giant squid, isn't it?
What? A giant squid? This caught me off guard.
What is that supposed to mean? It's a giant squid anyway? Most people think it's a regular squid. I'm impressed you know the difference. It is indeed. Girl, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Oh my god, you know what? Fuck, hold on, guys. What kind of fucking question is that? 意味わかんねえし. Alright, so, Al, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, girl. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna roll with it, yeah. I'll act like I know shit right now, so, yeah, girl, sure. It is indeed. Why the fuck not, right? Might as fuck well. I love their majesty and mystery, you know, yeah. I've always had a bit of a fascination with them, if I'm honest, yeah.
I can see why. Despite the myths not being true, they're complex creatures, you know?
Kira? What's wrong? I repeated. She said nothing for a minute.
Is it acceptable to be selfish? People are inherently selfish, so therefore it is fair to be annoyed by selfish behavior?
I took a look at myself, It's a part of a human psyche, something that can't be helped. Just because someone gravitates more easily towards a certain behavior doesn't make it right. I mean, it is part of a human psyche, you know. I mean, it is, but just because someone gravitates more easily towards a certain behavior doesn't make it right. That's true too. Yeah. It's a part of humans. You know, fuck. I don't know, shit. I feel like this is just saying like, you know, you can't help dealing shit. That's all. That's what happens. But this, I feel like there's more hope. Right? Fuck. Yeah, just because someone gravitates more easily towards a certain behavior doesn't make it right. Yeah!
But it's not as black and white as that. For example, the only reason you're here now looking for me is in the hope that I'd do some same for you. If I said right now that I care nothing for you and I'll never speak to you again, would you still be here?
Her tone was emotionless. I took something out of my pocket before I answered. What is this shit right now? Why is it so fucking dark and deep all of a sudden? What the fuck? If you really mean that, then no, I wouldn't. Look, girl, look, it's only been like, what? 40 minutes meeting you? Or maybe 30 minutes, yeah. So, if that shit really happens, I probably won't stay, to be honest, but, since I am into you, this character, right, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna say yes, because even if you hate me, doesn't matter, cause I love you. Right? Me? Yeah. I do. So, you know, I'm gonna say yes. I said, placing the bracelet I brought that first day in her hand. Oh, you bought the bracelet? This is to say thank you for showing me around and making me feel welcome, girl. We got up to leave. Kira grabbed my hand, so I turned around and met her eyes. They were full of sincerity.
I believe you.
I took her other hand and hoisted her up.
If we head back now, we can make the next class.
She smiled warmly, but for some reason, it just incited pity. She didn't let go of my hand until we reached the school. Okay, I guess that was our deep moments, okay. When we went into town that evening, it was quite late, yet the illuminated stained glass bathed town in a faint rainbow. We were too absorbed in our debate to pay attention to where we were going. As a result, we ended up in an unfamiliar area. But we didn't take notice until Kira stopped. What's up, girl?
Do you hear that?
Like the owl? The owl? If it's an owl, yes, but if you hear some other shit, then no. I don't fucking know. What? Depends on what you heard. The owl? I heard the owl. So yes? Or are you not talking about the owl? Oh fuck, hold on. I could act like I know what you're saying, but should I play it safe? Or should I act like I know what I heard? And I know what you're saying? But to be honest with you, I really don't know what the fuck you're saying, so... Fuck. You know what, let me play safe. Let me say no for now. I feel like that's a safe word, yeah. If I say yes and if we were like talking about some other shit, then yeah, conflict, yeah. So no? I hadn't heard anything. I was too deeply engrossed in our conversation. Well, I kind of heard an owl noise. Whatever. Anyway, no. What is it? I looked around. Where are we, Kira? Ah. Kira shrugged, about to speak. More alert, I heard it this time. Yeah, the owl. Okay. Then I should have said yes. Fuck. Kira looked at me. Whoa, that eye. Damn. Intended in her eye, I nodded and we followed his call through a hidden side street. Girl, damn, you guys are glowing. Damn. It's like radioactive or some shit. Damn, anyway. Whoa. Huh? Time slip achievement, interesting. We were greeted by a spectacular courtyard. The whole area was roofed with vines and had an air of being forgotten. The ancient well took center stage, with the star being an ornate bridge or bird cage. It hung from the roof, shimmering brilliantly in the moonlight. Ooh, you guys doing so well with the shadows and stuff. I mean, damn. I mean, it kind of look weird and tattoo-ish, but still, it works. Guys, good job, man. Damn. Anyway, Kira walked over solemnly to investigate. Its door was wide open. Strange. And did your eyebrow move? Damn. Anyway, Kira said, sieving a few through her fingers. I sat on the well next to her. Owls don't eat seeds, do they? And the plot thickens. Kira sat next to me and we stayed silent for a minute, giving ourselves time to acclimatize to the mysterious courtyard. It had the air of a ground cathedral. Kira's dulcet tone was a welcome addition as she continued our previous interrupted conversation. Large portions of moonlight were blocked by the vines above, imprinting a dense pattern of fine leaves on Kira's face that refused to fully mesh with her, as she enthusiastically annotated her history lesson with hand movements. She talked about the fabled egalitarian society that founded and lived harmoniously in the ancient town before the rest of the world brought in its influence. It sounded truly idyllic, although Kira must have invested a lot of time into studying the day-to-day life and talked about it enthusiastically. She didn't sound fully convinced. So, if this island never had, contact with the outside world, do you think, things could have, continued in that way? I asked, jumping on her train of thought. Well, in theory, that'll be great, but most people aren't good through and through, as I'm sure you know. Traveling as much as you have, realistically, it was inevitable. The islanders just blame others so that they don't have to take responsibility for their own mistake. It's human nature. I guess there can never be real harmony in human societies. There will always be destruction until there's nothing left to destroy. I agree. shit. Hold on, girl. Let me think. Okay. So. I disagree on that, girl. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's mixture, kind of. Let me. Fuck. Hopefully, I'll. ちょっと待って. You know, I'll disagree. Why not? I said sharply. I believe everything being is born unadulterated. Unfortunately, it's just so happened that corruption is a difficult toxin to stop from sleeping in, you know? Yeah. Kira looked up the moon. Her hands grasped together and... Damn. Eyes glinting as gentle breeze ruffed the leaves above. That isn't a solution, though. Well, that's true. Eh? What the fuck? Okay. After finishing training with the martial arts club, okay, I guess I was in a martial arts club, okay, I decided to look for Kira. I was concerned as she always stopped and watched for a few minutes. Her ways of sporting me. God damn. The training was outside the entrance of the school, so I would have seen Kira leave, meaning she must have still be inside. I checked all the obvious places, but there was no sign of her anywhere. I leaned against the wall of our classroom as I watched the setting sun through the full-length windows, wondering where to go from here. A seagull, silhouetted against the sun, flew past to join his friends on the roof. Then it hit me. I hadn't tried a roof yet. The school had a flat roof, so it made sense that you'd be able to go up there. And sure enough, a few corridors later, I found a staircase. There was a key already in the lock, and the door was ajar. I cautiously nudged it open and saw her there. Kira was standing 10 meters or so in front of me, leaning against the rail and watching the picture-square sunset as I had done moments before just below her. Yo! You got some nice hair, damn! Yeah, I like this view. Nice. Her hair was being tousled forcibly by the wind, as if trying to keep dying embers alight. I was cut short. You crying? What? The seagulls I tracked perched loudly on the rail by her side. Taken by surprise, Kira jolted to look, tears flying off her face as she did so. Her eyes were distant and desperate. Bruh, did you do something to her? I mean, damn! Anyway. God knew I wanted to be where I wanted to be, but my heart told me it wasn't my place to intervene. Yeah, I guess, that I was never meant to be part of this elegy. So, although it pained me, I quietly left. You left? I received a call later that day. You will be moved within the week. Make sure you are ready to leave at any time. Say what? What? From who? I spotted her instantly. Wait, what? So I only got a week? What? Leaning against the lamppost, shielded by the shade of the nearby tree. And oh, damn, girl! You look fine! Damn! Ah. Seriously, you do look fine, damn! Anyway, so I got a week, what? Wearing a pale, virtually see-through dress, I was glad she hadn't noticed me as I needed a minute to adjust. Kira was obvious to the world, focused completely on the gently lapped waves. She sheepishly looked up in my direction as I approached her. Oh, hey! She said excitedly as she leaped forwards and hugged me. I could have been my imagination, but I could swear that as her head passes mine,
At the edge of my vision, I saw her expression go blank.
I'm so happy you're here. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Looking forward to what? We found a secluded spot under a tree, I laid out the blanket along with the food we brought in town the day before. We sat talking about life. About everything and nothing. Okay. So, alright. We're on a date, I guess, and we're having a picnic by the beach. Gotcha. Okay. I decided not to tell her I wasn't going to be around for much longer. I knew it was selfish, but I was genuinely happy. Genuinely, happy. A rare emotion that I had to cling on to just a little longer. Fortunately for me, she was definitely a rambler, and I loved listening to her. Every word oozed character and significance, but at the same time was unprovocative and somehow soothing. I wasn't really thinking about much. I was just basking in the moment. But I suppose if I had been, I would have been working out a way to make those days last forever.
Let's go swimming,
Kira said, removing her dress. I casually, rooted through the picnic basket, not wanting her to see my, flushed face, and I'm saying,
Don't worry about that. Let's go.
She exclaimed as she gestured towards the ocean. Okay. Throw down the bread roll and leg it to the water. Meekly do as you're to. Just throw that fucking bread down. Yeah. Race ya! I shouted as I passed her, eyes focused on the ocean. The blazing sunset sparkled off the sand, creating a runaway to the cool, refreshing water. I look over my shoulder as I reach the sea, not taking into account the sand's new, saturated consistency. Crash! Oi! My foot slid, and as a result, I found myself part submerged in the shallow water. I heard splashes approaching excitedly from the side. Hey, girl, what's up? I look up sheepishly towards the source to find Kira gobbling wildly. Yo, I like this image, yeah. Anyway, what you laughing at, girl? Game on! With my face unchanged and using the sea to hide my execution, I dislodged her ankle. We traded expressions. I chuckled as she frantically wobbled, trying desperately not to fall, and she failed, and fell right on top of me. Okay, there was a thin layer of water between us, but I could feel her body press against mine. My throat had tightened, resulting in a audible gulp. Kira blushed and looked away. Girl, I've never seen Kira embarrassed before. I never even considered it as a possibility. Right. I had enough, yeah. And whoa, you got mad all of a sudden. This wasn't her. I playfully pushed her off me. She looked over at me, feigning anger. I got up and offered her my hand, and she used it to pull me back into the water. This girl! This time I looked at her. Disgruntledly, Kira closed her eyes and stuck out her tongue. This led to a full-blown play fight, which I maintain to this day. I let her win. Yeah. Ooh! Now that our bodies have been forcefully adjusted to their new surroundings, we decided to swim along the coast. Yo, seriously, I really dig the art. We followed the cliffs, stopping at little coves to see if there were any brightly colored fish we hadn't previously encountered. I'd swum in many different areas of the Mediterranean, but none had anywhere near as broad a range of aquatic life as here. It was truly stunning. In one of the larger coves, I noticed a hole at the bottom of the cliff face, only partially exposed above the water. Hey girl, check this out! Kira looked over me puzzled, Looks like this could lead somewhere. I elaborated as she swam over. Kira dunked her head under the water.
It's dark, but I see a light at the end. There should be enough room to come up for air if we need to. I'm going for it. Fancy joining me? feel like this is a trick. Cause depends on my lung capacity, you know. And but I feel like if I do, of course I'm gonna die. It's like game over. I'm not sure it's a great idea. Fuck. God damn it. I'm saying too much. Hold on. You know what? Fuck it. I'm risking it. If I die, then fuck. I'll load the game. Of course I'll do it. Kira held out her hand, which I accepted, and on three we dived just below the surface. Woo! The tunnel wasn't long, but it led to one of the most beautiful sights I've seen in my life. The isolated pool held a denser, warmer water that cast dancing reflections all over the walls. It felt like a bath at the perfect temperature. My guess is that the area was saturated with salt as we could lie fully supported in the comforting, rocking arms of Azura. Hey, this could actually be paradise, you know? We should just stay here forever. She utterly failing. Kira gently maneuvered herself closer to me, so that we were lying side by side, watching the clouds together. Okay? Self-contained masses of water floating high above us in the sky seems pretty amazing when you think about it. Kira pondered. When I was growing up, I was told that the clouds are formed by fish that have escaped the sea. I remember thinking, this doesn't make sense to me. Why would a fish want to escape the sea? Apparently, if they swim as fast as they can towards the seabed, then career sharply upwards, they trap thin layers of water and air around them. So when they leap out of the sea and spread their fins as wide as they can, they simply carry on traveling in the angle they left the water, until eventually they reach the sky. Apparently, whales inhabited the largest clouds, but I don't believe that bit. Sounds like a lobster. Now, you know what? You believe that, Rest? Should I be a little playful, or should I be like... Yeah, let's be a little playful. Oh, do you believe the rest, girl? I mean... I teased, yeah. I want to. So what happened to the fish when there's like lightning then? And like hailstorms? I asked playfully. Kira looked over at me a bit and bit her bottom lip, feigning worry. We both chuckled. We laid there comfortably, roasting in the bright sun, soaking in the warm atmosphere, with tranquility extending time until inevitably the sun began to set. It's getting late, Kira muttered disappointedly. We should head back. The sea glowed a beautiful rich color as the sun bestowed a last burst of energy upon it, longing that it would be enough to survive its cold, unforgiving Luna mistress. Kira reached the shore before me and, crouching down, pushes her fist into the wet sand, using them to hoist herself up. She walked towards our blanket, the fading sun twinkling off her wet body. She looked over her shoulder at me as I clumsily clambered out of the salty expanse, not forcing all my coordination. Kira was sat on the blanket with her legs to one side when I finally caught up, water dripping from her face as she smiled warmly at me. Here, I offered, holding out a towel. She leaned closer, putting her hands on the towel as if to take it, but didn't. Our faces were now only inches apart. Say what now? You know what? I've been thinking. When we're young, we're taught not to trust our own judgment and to second guess everything we do. I've come to realize that there's no reason to live in fear of our convictions. If you can't trust yourself, then how can you expect to trust anything? I have firm beliefs and I know what I'm doing is right. It may feel difficult superficially, but I have a job to do for our greater good. That being said, I regret that I chose you. Say what now? Kira leaned closer and kissed me! The moment I had
pinned for since the very second I laid my unmarried eyes on her. Damn! I instantly lost myself in a wave of endorphins. I never felt more alive, more detached from this world, yet there was a tinge of emptiness. An emptiness that was rapidly growing. I opened my eyes to see the characteristic grin on her. Chotomatte, what the fuck is this? Yo, that's fucking scary, what? Chotomatte, hold on. The characteristic grin on her irises seep out of their confines. I knew she was draining my essence. Eh? What? I could feel my soul leaving, yet I couldn't move. Hell, I didn't want to move. I passed out. What?